Hello, wonderful people. You are joining me at the new areas of the gardens which now exist. But that is not the point of this video. The major message of this video is to always read the instructions. I am that type of person that never reads instructions. I get anything and I always think I can do things better or know better than what the instructions can teach me. But I have found something very interesting. And that is that you can dye carpenter's blocks. It has been, more than 5 years, and I did not know this. The Pangea group's been going for 5 years, and I guess I've been building for a couple of years beyond that. Probably a year or two. Actually, it was 1 year, I remember it. I'll get into this when I do my background story and Pangea background story, but anyway, yeah, I went to the Carpenter's Blocks website to have a look at the overlays and which items you use for those and how they work for another part of this garden. And I read the section on dyes, and I read it again. I thought this can't possibly be happening because I've never used this function before. But it is actually a real thing. Yeah, I will demonstrate. Carpenter's block, normal block, a dye of your choice that isn't white, because white doesn't work apparently. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I actually freaked out when I found out. I could not believe how much I don't know about this server after all this time. And also after this I went round and coloured a load of carpenter's blocks, so now there's a trail of chaos leading around the Louvre, which we'll deal with in a second. I might as well deal with it while I'm here. It will show off some of the things. But yeah, that is an interesting thing. What I've noticed is that we don't need any vulgarly coloured blocks now. I know Sphax has a load of brightly coloured blocks and horrible things, which we're going to end up replacing anyway. Because we don't really like Sphax that much. Oh great, this is going well, isn't it? Make a video where I sound stupid and start insulting Sphax, the person whose stuff we've used for 5 years. Great. Before we leave here, we'll have a look at this place, which is undergoing work. I believe this is called the Great Round Basin, which is not exactly a great name for this part of the garden, but this is going well, isn't it? Just like insult Sphax, insult part of the gardens of the Louvre. You know, after the Notre Dame video, someone's going to come and kick my ass if I keep on like this. But yeah, I think the first act I did was dye some of this grass. I think there was some over here as well that I dyed, but I may have fixed those. Oh, there's this lamp. This lamp texture is made of this texture here, but just purple, and it's amazing, and I love it. And I'm also considering, well, not considering, I'm going to do it, adding the coloured version of every block to the block gallery. So instead of having 6,000 blocks, we're going to have, I can't remember what the calculation was. I think it was like 94,000 or something. So our block gallery just got 16 times bigger. Oh yeah, and then there was this horrible mess that I made. So yeah, let's just go around and deal with this stuff. I really like how natural it looks as well. I need to replace that. Like, you think if you had an overlay on a block it would look kind of washed out or it would lose detail or whatever, but it looks really good. Whatever method they used to do this, it was great. Oh yeah, the coloured bushes. But it should look really good too. Yeah, I like how it kept the contrast and stuff in the textures, but still changed the colour. I had a look and it's not actually a physical overlay that's a texture. I think it's some sort of colour adjustment to the texture that's done in another way I don't understand, but that's probably why it looks so good. I know I put some down here. Oh god. This one here looks like someone's relieved themselves in the road. Like, if this was a London build I could believe that, but I'm not so sure for a French build. I haven't spent that much time in Paris to find out. Yeah, I remember going up here and doing this to the roof. Did I do anything else to the roof up here? What is... That doesn't belong up there. Oh yeah, I did this. This was either last night or the night before as well, so I remember where I went. No, I didn't go underground, I went across the roofs, so... Oh god, I'm lagging. I suppose this is what happens when you zoom around the entire building at whatever speed of flight I'm at. I think I'm at flight speed 3 at the moment. New challenge, zoom around the Louvre on flight speed 10. Oh, this is what I also found out, that it doesn't work on any carpenter's blocks that have any sort of transparency, and just nothing happens. And that's probably related to the way it works, where it's not just an overlay, it's an actual changing of the texture. So yeah, that isn't too big of a deal, but I don't know, I kind of wish it worked, but I'm willing to compromise for this sort of stuff. I'm surprised anything works, so any degree of working is fine by me, honestly. How did I get one up there? And why? Oh no. I've been taught a trick for shift and... Wait, what is it? Yeah, shifting while you're in the air, but I've forgotten it now. Oh no. You can tell am I even pressing the right thing? I wasn't. I was right clicking instead of left clicking. Oh my god. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, I love this. It's so good. And now I get to... Oh. I get to go and redesign the block gallery to accommodate all of these extra blocks. Because I don't want to have to use my brain every time I want to use a colour block. Actually, that's a good point. Are we going to have all the colour blocks put by the type of block that it is? Or are we going to have sections of colour? Like all the blue blocks in one area, all the other blocks in one area? Maybe both. Yeah, this is going to take a long time, but I don't mind. Oh, I've gone past it. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, we already had a method to make blocks blue, so that isn't too bad. Anyway. I think that was it. I don't think I was stupid enough to go and shove colour on anywhere else in the build, but... Yeah, now if anyone sees randomly coloured blocks, you know where they're from and how they work. And I'm really glad I discovered this before I did my carpenter's block video, because that's in the works. I've probably placed more carpenter's blocks than any other person in the history of Minecraft, I think. And I was going to make a video on how to use them and some of the tricks and stuff, and it would have been awkward if I'd left stuff out. Just because I didn't use it. But yeah, I will continue my research. I'll actually go and read the instructions now. It could be useful. And have I learnt my lesson? Not really, because I still won't read things. So that's great.